Hello and welcome to Rooporium. This is, I don't know what number it is, I can't remember right now. But hello and welcome to the next podcast. I welcome if you're returning or you're a new person. Thank you. Welcome. Yeah, I'm not very good at these intros, I'll admit that. Anyway, let's get on with knitting, shall we? So, last week I showed you a few, or a couple of weeks ago I showed you a few different projects that I just started. Admittedly, I've pretty much finished them all. There's one I haven't finished, which is the stuff hat from the previous episode. I can't decide what to do with it. Can't decide. Reluctancy to let go of the original idea, but I don't know. So again, that's gone back into hiatus, really, or timeout, as I'm going to call it, and properly think and actually finish it. So, but anyway, other than that, I finished everything. So I've actually got 3 finished projects. One speaking, another hat. This is actually going to be for a friend. But it's another hat. Admittedly, it's just the hat from the ball band of the ball of yarn. Sorry, my brain stopped working then. But finished, and I adapt the top, because the top, it only does one round of decrease, and then you're supposed to cinch it up. But 132 stitches down to, or 130, I think I reduced it to 130 stitches down to sort of a tiny thing. Not going to work. It just doesn't work. I always end up with a big hole, so I add more decreases. But I still haven't got it quite right. Not so pleased. Unlike my other ones, I quite like them. I'm not so pleased with this one for some reason. Don't know, but I do like it. Overall, I do like it. I got the brim. It's a type of moss stitch, if you can see. Will it focus if I take my head out? Not really. Oh well. But it's a type of moss stitch. It's one row knit and then knit and purl. The next one. So it's a sort of moss stitch. But I like it. I like the idea. Like it as a hat. But it wasn't as nice as the new balls of yarn that I had, because this was an old colourway I still had. But it wasn't as nice as knitting. I found it kept making my hands ache, because it kept sticking to the needles. It seemed more sticky, so which made my hands ache. But anyway, I did finish and tied in all ends, so it's properly finished. I quite like the pan. Also looks alright the other way around. Could have it reversible. But yeah. But that's the proper way. But yeah. So that's one completed project. I also completed one that's been going on for so long. Although I've just realised I haven't tied in the ends. So technically it's not, but I'm going to show you anyway. But it's finally finished, the scarf. On and on. It's finished. Because when I last spoke to you, I was there. And I've done all of this, which is brilliant. I've tying ends and then I'll finish it off and pack it away, ready for Christmas. But yeah, it's finally finished. I can't believe I finally finished it. I forgot how much time scarves take. Even though it's the same repetitive action, it goes on for quite a long time. I got a bit bored. Admittedly, I've got one other finished project, but admittedly, still I didn't have a scarf. I'll talk about it more in a minute. But this, if you've seen my previous video, you would have seen this. Arthur. It was from a TV show. I did look up the dates when it was up, but it's from a TV show from when I was a kid. And William asked for a toy of it. Admittedly, the head's a bit small for the cat. If you look up the character, he's got a bigger head than this. It should be about that sort of big. But, oh well, I just did it more correct. All the characters in the show have big heads, and I made it technically more accurate. Oh well. But yeah, I've got another finished project. It's creepy. But yeah. There's another one out of the stash. Sort of stash. Because obviously if you've seen previous episodes, I've got yarns in bags. All set for different toys. But I class it as part of the stash because there's so much yarn. So I class it as part of the stash. But yeah, I've used some of it, which means the rest of the yarn left over can be used for other things. And there's a lot of yarn left over. It's really annoying. You've done toys, but it feels like you're not getting anywhere with your stash. Oh well. But yeah, he's finished. I quite like him. And we will probably have him next couple of days. We'll probably get to have him. Oh, something I did try differently. His hands, there's not actually any stuffing in them. I used to do proper fingers, and I can't be bothered right now. William's not that fast. I've managed to reduce my perfectionism. They don't need to have fingers. But yeah, I actually tried out this of not actually stuffing the hands. I think it actually looks better because hands are not big balls. I quite liked it. But yeah, I enjoyed doing this. I had the idea for this. It's the ribbing on the jumper. Obviously it's crochet, you can't do ribbing so easily. But what I did is I knitted a long strip. You'll see in the video. But I just knitted in the back loops, going back and forth. And then switched it round and put it around the side and then crocheted up. But I really enjoyed it. Got really quickly done. And as I really enjoyed doing it, it's brilliant. And I've done two toys in a month. This is not like, well, just over a month. Not like me. Normally William gets probably about 2 or 3 a year, and it takes me months to do any of them. But I got into it. So he's finished. But I got so into it to the point of new whips. New ones. I actually casted on 2 new whips. Technically one I've recasted, but I'll explain that in a minute. But I started a new whip. And as I still enjoyed doing the toy so much, I started another toy. All the yarns in the back. Oh, something I was going to say. Yeah, hence my thing of I love doing the toys, but you still got a lot of leftover yarns. And that's not all of the yarns from Queen of Hearts and the Arthur. There's another bag. All left over. And it's gone into stash. But I have got a very, very long list. Me and William, for the last couple of weeks, have been making a list of different toys he wants made. Last count, it was 47. And some of them I've already got the yarns for, they're here somewhere. But the majority of them I do not. But that's a lot of toys, And he's always, ever since I explained in my first episode, ever since I made an Angelina ballerina, he's always wanted toys. And he loves toys, they're all his friends, but he loves it. But I'll get through all the yarn, hopefully, eventually, and get less stores, have more space. But anyway, but yeah, I started another one. That's the body. I haven't even told you what it is yet. I'm using Stylecraft, my trusty Stylecraft. What colour is this? Aspen. Oh, sorry. There you go. It's going to be the head. Body. Head. It's going to get bigger. So I've already started. I use quite a lot of the yarn actually. It's quite floppy. Please, it means I use a lot of the yarn. But yeah, I've started another one. And it's going to be the Reluctant Dragon. More specifically, Disney's Reluctant Dragon. So, yeah. William has a thing for dragons. If there's a TV show with a dragon on, he tends to have the dragon. But, yeah. Already started. Made a weird shape. It's funny, when you make toys, or when I make toys, I see the drawing that William has, although I tend to ignore the drawings, I tend to look them up. You see the picture and you think, how am I going to make that? How am I going to do that? I need to make this sort of shape. So you have your body, and you think, right, I've got to make a teardrop-ish shape with a bit for the neck. And you just play around with it. Sometimes you have to rip back, but admittedly I've found nowadays I'm not too bad now. Sometimes I still rip back sometimes, but it's not too bad. You can see all my decreases there, they're going on the line. But don't notice it so much in real life, it's just the camera. But yeah, so I've started another toy. You'll see it more soon. But you look at the image up on Google. If you look up Disney's Reluctant Dragon, you'll see. And it's going to be a bit challenging because, admittedly, I've made the neck a bit chunkier than what. I don't know if I can stuff this out a little, the body. Let's puff it out a bit. Might get the idea. But it's quite a big body and then quite a narrow neck, which normally gives you floppy neck syndrome, especially as that's just the nose bit of the head. It needs to get a lot bigger. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting trying to do that because he's got a big body, but then he's got a thin neck and quite a big head. So I can see him having floppy issues, but we will have to see. But no, special yarn. The yarn is Stylecraft DK, special DK. And currently the colour is Aspen, but I have got some other colours in here. Well, that's another Aspen. Obviously thought I might go for a lot. Another one. William chose the yarn. There's another bag somewhere and he chose the yarns. But I can't see it, but it's the neon bright green. And he wasn't neon bright green, so I had to go and buy new yarn. Not recently, but I bought it literally just before the first lockdown. But yeah, and it's all stored in the reusable shopping bag. Although I quite like this one. Going sidetracked. I have a thing for Scotty dogs, and my brother managed to find it for me. It's got a little Scotty dog on it. He's on like a little fireside. But it all packs into this, and into, if I hold it up, into this little bit. You can't really see it, but it folds out into a little Scotty. Oh, there you go. Folds out into a little Scotty dog. All folds in there, and then you've got a little Scotty dog. Sorry, sidetracked. Shouldn't get sidetracked, but yeah. Loads of shopping bags in my room. But yes, so I've started another toy. I'll try and get it done. So, other projects I've started. I've also started the second scarf. Yep, bit of fuzz. Fuzz gets everywhere in this room. But yeah, another one, same pattern. But because one friend last Christmas, I gave him the hat, but I didn't get the scarf done. So I've got one scarf done, But I had knitted another hat, and I wanted to be in a hat and scarf set for another friend or family member. I haven't decided. But of course, it needs to be the same to match. So I'll start again. But I have knitted all of that. So I've knitted an awful lot if you think about it. If you think on this well, other than in signing, on this finished scarf, I knitted all of that. Knitted all of that. And then I started the next one and knitted all that. Which is quite a lot. It must be about half a scarf by now. But I have to put a stitch marker in. Take a stitch marker out of the other scarf. Stitch marker out. Coming out. So I haven't got any fancy ones. I've got some free from magazines, but just these plastic ones. I wouldn't buy them anymore. I would have metal ones now, because once they, admittedly I've never had ones break, but they'll probably break eventually. But I like the light bulb stitch markers, the little metal ones now. I prefer little, oh, I know where I've got them. I prefer these little metal ones now, because my thing's, one, they'll probably never break, and also I don't know, I think you should, if you've got an alternative to using plastic now, maybe you should use the alternative. I prefer it, and also they're finer, they're a lot finer. If you think how chunky that is compared to how fine that is, I tend to find these end up leaving holes sometimes in your work because they're too fat. So I prefer these little things. Yeah, I'll show you what this is in a second. But yes, so I've started another scarf. I don't know if I'll have it finished by the next time. I'd like it to be. I'm fed up of knitting in navy. It's hard to see. I mean, not as bad as black, but it's hard to see. And I'd like to do different colours. And I'm finding a bit of... Oh. Hi. Sorry, I ran out of space on my phone. I had to make some space. I still had loads of photos on from doing the Arthur video. Oops. Anyway, I've got a bit more time. So, yeah, done that. I was getting pattern fatigue. So, I didn't fed up of knitting the same pattern. It's only the second time I've knitted it, but I've knitted a lot of hats with the same cable pattern and get a bit bored of it. But I like the fact I don't have to think with it as well. But then this is the last one in this pattern, and then I'm going to adapt it slightly, because I tried writing out the pattern and then noticed the problem of having to purl cable on a purl side. So I was going to make some alterations to the pattern so that won't happen on the next one. So, and then I can create a pattern and see what you guys think of it then. So I'm sorry if you hear any background noise. My little brother's coming downstairs, I can hear him. Pause for a minute. Right. Yes, we can go down. I wanted to chat and talk about Batman. That's fine. So, yeah, so I'm getting a bit of pattern fatigue. But yeah, we'll be changing for the next one, which will be figuring it out, because I quite like 7 rows and then a cable. Or twist. I like the spacage. But I won't be able to do that on the next one, so I either make it smaller, then it looks sort of like, my brain thinks cherry drop like, I don't know why. Or I make it a bit longer, and I don't know, I just like 7 rows. But anyway, won't work. Well, will work, but I think it's too complicated to make a pattern. Anywho, I found a project. I don't know if I've actually got them. Actually, have I got the bit of paper? I have. It's an old kit, admittedly from Aldi, and I know it's not going to work. But look, stripy socks. Stripy socks. I admittedly, just from watching other people on YouTube, I realised this is going to be a problem. Because it doesn't... Oh, I can't show you that. I shouldn't show you that. It doesn't give you different sizes. It doesn't even tell you how to adjust them to your foot. So I have no idea if these are going to fit. Probably not. I've got quite large feet, so it's unlikely they'll fit. But I had already previously started them. And then it was on... Can I get this out to show you? It came with 3 needles. These needles that... They're not very good needles. And also to try and knit like that is so short. You've got no give to it, because these are too long. You've got no give to actually knit. It hurts so much. So I gave up. I went to find some needles. I thought I could use some needles I'd bought to do sock knitting with. I think they're 2.25s, if I remember right. I've got them somewhere. But I realised these measure as a 3.25 on a needle gauge. Measures of 3.25, but on them is, you can't see it, but on them is printed 3.5. So they're not even the correct size. So I went into our collection, couldn't find things, couldn't find an appropriate 3.5. So I found some double point needles, which is a bit scary because I normally end up with a ladder. But I don't know if you can see. No ladder. No ladder. No ladder. Then we get to where the beginning of it is. Bit untidy, and a bit of a ladder slash, there's a little hole there in places. It's the first time. And also, like I said, I don't think these are going to fit. I had, it's just before I came on, I had debated maybe I'll rip them out and do the math and figure it out. I'm not actually going to. I know they're not going to fit. They're not. It's not the nicest yarn in the world. The kit only costs probably £3 or £4, but it's not nice yarn. And it feels like acrylic. It might not be, but it feels like acrylic. But they might fit. Might fit, but I'm a size 8 foot. Well, 7.5. It's not likely. But I thought I'll use them for something else. They probably won't be very good socks anyway, so probably won't want to actually wear them anyway. But yeah, it's grey and cream, and we'll have a go. I'll try using that pattern. At least it practices the skills. It has your heels and things, or at least a type of heel. Yeah, so yeah, it'll give me a idea on how to knit. But we will give it a go and see. And I know the double points are too big, but this is what I've got. There's no point going out and buying something if I've already got something. And I've got used to them. I have no problem with them now, so get used to it. But I'm excited. I'll be able to tick something off my bucket list. I might not be able to wear them, but the goal list for this year wasn't about making them to actually fit. I just said I wanted to make some socks. Now we've got a car. Police vehicle just went by, so I'll edit that out. But yeah, I'm going to practice and see what happens. out the little Aldi pattern. They've never done a sock pattern again. Never. So I don't hold up much hope for how well, because a lot of other pattern kits, they will repeat them and do them again. They've never repeated this. They've repeated arm gloves and headbands and hats and things, but they've never repeated the socks again. So I don't think it doesn't bode well. But it's to try, and I want to learn, so give it a go. See what's the worst that happens? Can't win, you can use them for something else. What's the other thing I wanted to the other thing I wanted to talk about? Something that I am going to cast on. It's not the latest, I think it was last month's magazine of your knitting, I can't remember what it's called. Your crochet and knitting magazine. I don't think it's your crochet and knitting magazine. I think it's just knitting. Yeah, it's just the knitting one. But it came. I really want to make this. The hat is separate, but as it's coming out to Easter, I want to make the hat as well to go with it because I just think it's so cute. I want to make this little Care Bear. I'll let you guess who probably end up with it, but yeah, because William would love the Care Bear, but I also love the fact it has a hat. Because can I show you a picture without the hat? Yes. Because there's the picture without the hat. But I want to do the hat on off, just being so cute. But anyway, I'm just mad that way. So I have this. It came in the post, and I love when these magazines come with a kit. The last one was Christmas time they came out, but it comes with in the post through the post box, and my time's about to run out. Right, sorry, I ran out of memory. I've hopefully sorted it out. I've got almost an hour's worth now. Be alright. So, not got that long left. But, yeah. So, I've worked out the magazine. It's knit now. It says so up here. So, yeah. I want to knit that. And the magazine came with the yarns. And I love how these come in the post. I really do, because we have a subscription. I have a subscription, but it's all vacuum packed. I love how it's vacuum packed. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to open it. I might open it on here actually, because that should all poof up, or at least I hope it does. It is freebie yarn, but I hope it all poofs up. It's so much fun. I got one in the past, but unfortunately I popped it opening the magazine. So hopefully, but it is a bit confusing because on the ball, I'll put that one out. On the ball buttons, your crochet and knitting. It didn't come with your crochet and knitting. It came with my knit now. But anyway, yeah, I want to knit. I quite fancy knitting all of these, to be truly honest. Be a bit fun. Be fun to do. I'm already excited. But yeah, I want to knit the Care Bear, but with the hat. It's so cool. I'm a bit geeky here. But yeah, I want to do it now. Shall I open this? See if I can film it. Shall I do it? Yeah, let's do it. I've got a little pull here. Ready? Because I'm probably going to knit it later anyway. Ready? Oh. Gotta go. Oh! They're all poofing up. Okay, didn't poof up that much. Yeah, it's poofed up a fair amount. Oh, it sounds gratifying now. Oh, I quite enjoyed it all being vacuum packed. Maybe I should have taken a photo first. But it's very fine yarn. Quite soft though. It's all free. Well, came with the magazine, so technically I paid for it, but I wish I got a photo of it now. Oh well, can't change that. But I'll probably cast that on in a moment. Be fun. But yeah. Maybe I'll end up making one for him and one for me. Just because I like the Care Bear. I like the Care Bear with a hat. But I quite fancy making the other toys. Little chicken. I actually quite like the thing. I'm getting sidetracked. Future projects. Getting sidetracked. Oh, I like that. Sorry. But they're all from the Knit Now magazine. But yeah, I quite like some of the names here. On the name, it tells you the names on the things. Funshine. Care a lot. Good luck. Cheer. Tender heart and bedtime. That's all the colour names. Does it say the colour names on here? Yeah, it says colour names. But yeah, I'll have to knit that. I quite like that. I quite like the fair old that. See? Can't see it very well. But it might be interesting to try that out. But I like that. I really like that. Right, I'm getting far too distracted. So you get a knitting magazine out and I'm distracted. Completely distracted. But yeah, from the Knit Now magazine, last month's issue, you might be able to get some back issue websites. But it's, I don't know what number it is. Issue 139, if that helps you. But it's cool. Getting distracted again. But it's cool. I want to knit that. I think William would love it. Once it's done. But anyhow, I think that's it for now. So I've got socks to finish, scarf to finish, toy to finish, and another toy to start. I think I'm set on patterns. Oh, and a sloth hat. There's 5 projects. That's quite a lot. I don't want to finish them before next time, really. I want to have some things just done. But anyhow, so I hope you enjoyed this, my little ramble, and come back again soon. Bye.